Welcome everyone. Today we're going to solve chapter 2 logic gates. Okay, so we have our first logic gate is the AND gate, and the AND gate will allow output after we satisfy both of its input. Right here, as you can see, if two input part need to be satisfied to produce output. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on and we satisfy one and the other one. Okay, let's go to state 2. Okay, right here we have OR gate. At least one input port need to be satisfied to produce output, and will not allow electricity if neither of the input are satisfied. So basically you just need one input to be satisfied to allow output. Okay, like this one. Okay, we have the output right here. So look at this, we have the detonation pin and is connect with an AND gate. So if we turn on this switch, it will satisfy the diffuse pin B, but still it will trigger the detonation pin D. So first things first, we have to cut this off right here and turn this on, and we're good to go. Okay, this is the next bomb. What do we have here? We have the SOR gate. The SOR gate, only one input part need to be satisfied to produce output. As you can see right here, if one input, there's an output. One input, there's an output. But if there's two input, there will be no output. Okay, simple. So right here we want the gate B to be satisfied. So we're gonna turn this off. See, so now we have one input and one output. So about the diffuse pin, we're going to take a look at this. So this one is connected to the battery, so there's nothing we can do. But this, we have a wire here, so if we cut the wire, then the port will be satisfied. Okay, the flip-flop. So this one is quite complicated. If you can see it right here, it requires power input and the on toggle to be activated. Okay, you have to trigger the on toggle. So here you have the power and you have to toggle, you have to trigger the on gate, and if you trigger the off gate, then there will be no electricity. Okay, that's simple. So right here we have both on and off gate is, oh yeah, I have an achievement. Okay, we have both on and off gate satisfied, so we need to stop the electricity flow into the off gate right here. Alright, so let's put this into a test. Okay, we have the bombs right here, and we don't want this detonation pin to be activated, and in order to do that we need right here, okay, it have a connected wire, so it has to be satisfied at the same moment. So in order to do that, we need to turn on these things. Okay, so once I press the button, okay, it will send electricity flow right here to here, and the AND gate will be satisfied and this port will be satisfied, and also you will satisfy the other port, so there will be no output. Let's test it out. Okay, as you can see, no output. Okay, let's go back to this one. So we want to satisfy this diffuse gate, so we need let's see, just only one. Okay, only one gate satisfied, and as you can see right here, we have two gates satisfied because there's one SOR gate is been satisfied and is the output will make this SOR two of this input part of the SOR satisfied, so there will be no output, as you can see right there. So we have to turn on these things, and voila, there. If you satisfy this SOR gate, there will be satisfied part of the output gate, there will be no output, and this SOR gate will activate. Okay, let's go over this bomb. As you can see, we're going to do recursively to find what can detonate the bombs. So as you can see right here, there's an AND gate right here, and if I press this button, the AND gate will be satisfied. So can I cut it? Okay, I can cut, but this AND gate and AND gate will not be satisfied no matter what I do after I cut this wire. So we have to keep this wire here. We have to turn this off. Okay, as you can see, right, it works flawlessly. So what we're gonna do next is trying to stop this gate from satisfying by, you know, cutting this wire. Okay, and now what we need to do is satisfy both of these AND gate so it can produce electricity into this AND gate like this. There, the bomb has been defused. Okay, so we come to the next bomb. Let's see what we can do. So you have a new component, 1 in 2 out. Is simple as this name. 1 input and 2 possible output. You have to rotate it to see which output can it produce. So right here, as you can see, it goes right. There's no detonation pin, so all we have to worry about is out of times right here. So we need this gate to be satisfied, so we need to turn on these things. Okay, to turn on this thing, I'm gonna put this right here, and to do so, I'm gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna press this thing, and yes, the bomb has been defused. Okay, so we have the detonation pin, so we have to be careful. Okay, now to satisfy this AND gate, but we still need to press this button anyway, so it can help to satisfy this 2 AND gate. So basically you have to do something to prevent this thing from activating. So I'm gonna turn this thing. Okay, this is on now. I'm gonna turn this thing, but there's no electricity input, so the first thing I need is to turn this thing on. Okay, so but the one of the input is satisfied, so I need to turn this off or it will explode. I will turn this thing off and press. Okay, so there are A, B, C, okay, 3 diffuse pin to be satisfied. As we can see right here, we need to satisfy this AND gate, and we have to turn this thing on. So the only possible detonation if we, you know, rotate it down. So to be safe, I'm just gonna cut it because we need this thing to be on anyway. Okay, so we have this thing on. Okay, we need the things to be on as well. And finally, we need the upper one to be on. There, bomb has been defused. Alright, this one is a little bit tricky. So we have A, B, C. So what is the possible way to get explode? Let's see. So as we can see right here, if I turn on either of these switch, I will get explode because I cannot turn both switch at the same times. So I'm gonna, you know, let these 2 switch stay the same, and we cannot cut this wire because this is the only wire that connect to the switch, so we can do shit with them. Okay, so as we can see right here, we need to satisfy this one, and to satisfy this one, I'm going to need here. I need to turn on this thing. Alright, but it's also preventing because it has the off gate right here. So we need to stop this from satisfying by stopping this one. So this is a stall gate, so let's see if I turn this thing on too. Okay, this thing is on, and now this thing has power. So I want to turn on this this flip-flop gate without turning off this thing. So we need this thing to activate, but we don't want this thing to deactivate. So we're gonna press this thing. There we go. So while pressing these things, you're gonna stop the electricity's flow from this SAW gate into the end, and you just activate these things. And while activating that thing is also produce electricity to activate the dower flip-flop. So yeah, we defuse the bomb.